Monday. Fashion night. We have so much to go through because last night was the Academy Awards.
Or the blow the smoke up your ass as hard as possible awards.
Yeah, those. They were particularly syrupy, I have to say, last night. You know, one thing I hate is when they have previous winners.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
And then the partitions go up and they walk forward. It's like a fucking scene from Doom.
Hunger Games. That's what
your generosity and humanity shines on the screen. Your body of work is an example of all humans, great and small. Fuck off. What the? Now I know why Tobster and all the far right hate them, because it's like, you know, why they should have all just done this thing. Yeah, it's insufferable. That thing that they're all doing now, that they're in a satanic cult. That's what everybody thinks. They're doing this.
No, they're covering one eye too.
They're covering one eye.
There's a bunch of the little theories, these little like gang signs that they're throwing out on camera.
They just do it. It's like this thing in metal. It's the same thing. They just do it because they think it's cool, and I'm part of a clique. You know, everybody in metal does this, and there's nothing to do with the devil at all.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's the horns and the denial of the Trinity. Right. That's why the three fingers are down.
Dio did it, and everybody followed him, and he didn't do it for religious reasons.
It just means nothing to most people that do it. It means nothing. Maybe it meant something to someone for some reason, but most people that doesn't mean anything.
It's just something cool to do. Why don't they just show clips of the movies like they used to? Like this year's nominees are blah blah blah, and then they show a really powerful clip of the, you know, in the movie, the best part. I've abandoned my child, or whatever, Daniel Day-Lewis, and clap, and then the next bit. Instead of this stuff, and they walk out and they're like, Robert, your performance this year really touched my heart. Yeah. Oh my good God.
The passion, your passion for the craft is an example to us all. This room is embodied with your greatness, your goodness. Thank you. Their generosity. They love to say your generosity in this role as the crack addicted hooker.
What generosity?
That whore was so generous with her body and her soul.
And that's our show for the season.
Fuck off. Whose idea is that, to blow that much smoke of people, super highly paid people? I mean, it's just so ridiculous. Listen, I love Hollywood. I love the fashion. I love the watches. I love all that stuff. But please, these are well-compensated people. Are their egos so fragile that they need that kind of smoke blown up there? It's absurd.
Maybe they're just trying to touch people that are watching it by saying these words that sound very emotional and important, and pull at the regular people's heartstrings, because people are starting to really lose interest in award shows and Hollywood in general. So maybe they're just trying to just bring the crowd in. I don't know. But yeah, generosity. It's like, you didn't work for free.
The generosity with the craft. I think they mean like, when I work with you, your art is, you're being so generous with your art to make me shine as well. You know, like say you get a job with, you know, Robert Downey Jr. and you're appearing in a scene with him. He was so generous in the scene to give you your moment to shine.
Maybe they just keep fluffing the lines and they have to go back and do loads of takes. And they just want to thank their fellow actors and directors for doing 103 takes till they got it right. That's generosity, I suppose, especially when you have divas walking around all over the place. What are you wearing tonight, Dirkus Maximus?
Rolex Milgauss.
Your camera issues are gone, by the way. That looks perfect now, the camera. Except for the fact that you're way down at the bottom of the frame and over to the right a bit. Can you put, there you go, I can float over into the center. That's better. I'm wearing the Pam.
Oh, Jesus.
528. You dig that? It's a me watch right there.
Not everyone could pull it off. It's a big piece.
47 mils, honey. Let me do a loom job.
You know what they say about big watches?
Yes. Big watch rolls. There's the loom because I knew you'd ask for it.
I love the loom shot on the Panerai.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Ugh, it's nothing like Panerai. Ain't no loom like the Panerai loom.
Love
Nothing.
this.
It's crazy. That's a beautiful watch. I think that might be the best looking watch you've ever put on your wrist.
Wow.
Just suits you so perfectly with that strap. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's all worn away as well. There's the brand new one still in the box, like never touched, and it was replaced by this other. This is not even original Panerai, I don't think. Yeah, it's a third party thing, but it's all worn. Look, it's all
that's
like an old.
that's what you want,
Yeah, it's like an old leather jacket from the war or something.
right? You've been fighting in the front lines.
Exactly. Yeah. And Tom Hardy from
Tom Hardy.
Dunkirk. So, and the parts that everybody waits for. What are you wearing?
Sure.
Darling?
I'm wearing my new old Seamaster.
Oh,
Beautiful.
look at that.
I
Did you
say
get it
new old.
resized?
I did. Yeah, Eric did that for me
Oh my God, it's perfect.
right away, and almost lost the little pin that you were talking about.
They jump
But
out
we
at you.
sorted it out. Yeah, it suits me well. I like it. And in better lighting, the blue is just stunning. Matches my eyes perfectly.
Matches your eyes perfectly. I was about to say, how many
Yeah.
links did they take out of the?
I don't
out of the
know.
watch?
That's
You don't
that's
know?
nothing that I messed with. Actually, I just let him take
Okay.
care of it. You know,
Just
it's like
do
it's
it.
like I could, but if I don't have to, leave it to someone that's going to do a better job. All I know is it fits perfectly now.
Yeah, it's
So
beautiful.
I'm happy with it. Thank you.
Very, very cool. Is that crown screwed in? I know all the nerds are going to watch out for that.
Oh my gosh. You know what?
It's not.
You know what? Okay, first of all, you're right. But that's because I was just playing with it. But
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
as a
you gotta
ner-
play
I'm
with it
nervous
for a
tick,
while
which
now.
by the way is a bad habit. But I'm always like,
It's a really
screwing
bad
with it.
habit.
I shouldn't. I know. But you're right.
You've no idea how many times watchmakers have people come in going, it just stopped. I was on holiday last week and it just stopped. Was the crown out? Were you in the swimming pool? Yeah. Am I supposed to close that? And he's like,
Oh
okay,
boy.
this is what keeps his business running. Neil Francis is asking me, is it manual or automatic? This is an automatic manual wind, 3 days. And I like manual wind at
Who
Panerai.
doesn't?
Yeah, we love that shit. Shall we start looking at annoying,
Yes.
obnoxious actors? Because that's what we do most weeks.
They're not real people.
I didn't want
Let's-
Killian to
let's
win, but I thought
go.
his speech was very nice.
Ah, yeah. it's
Yeah,
proud
it
Irish,
was.
man.
It was sweet.
It was really nice.
He
Yeah,
seemed
some
very
of the speeches
humble.
were great. Yeah. Robert Downey doing his reverso again. Same
Yes.
one. We'll take a look at the watch up close again, but this time dressing a bit more, I think, a bit more classy. Wouldn't you
Yeah,
say?
it's very ill-fitting. It's very strange. I just thought it looked like a zoot suit. It's very shoulder padded. It's very Alexis Carrington Colby from Dynasty. Giant lapels. Almost looks like a 1930s Chicago thing. It was just very strangely fit. He's a very compact guy. He's very slim, so he could wear anything.
Mhm.
And he just is his personal style. You know, he's got some strange kind of necklace going on there, and it's a bolo. Oh fuck! I just realized it's a bolo. Like, I hate bolos as much as I hate flip flops. But having said that,
The hell is a bolo? It looks like a shoelace.
it is. It's like two shoelaces with a clip. It's a western. It's a tie for people in the Wild Wild West.
We told you this is coming back. It's the Western theme. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's like if you live in Santa Fe, you don't put on a tie, you put on a bolo. So, and Mexican waiters will often, if you go to a restaurant, they'll often be wearing bolos when they take your tequila order.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, like the guys when I worked in the Mexican restaurant, they wore bolos.
He's
Very
wearing a belt. At least
It
that.
is. It's got I can't see what it is. Is that a Fendi belt? Is that a Fendi
Looks
logo?
like a Fendi belt. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
There was a lot of Fendi there last night.
Oh, was there a lot of Fendi? Okay, good. Well,
Yeah.
Fendi's a great Italian house.
Mhm.
Nothing wrong with Fendi.
This is the watch he was wearing. I mean, it's the same as the last time. It's just a smoke show.
Yeah,
just
it's
outrageous.
beautiful.
It's one of the most beautiful watches in history.
This is the
He-
front side of it if you just want to keep it simple, and then if you really want to show off, which
If
I
you really
think,
want to get robbed, wear that.
yeah, if you want to reverse, it's the chronograph, of course, and stunning. I think I have it here on the website there, the tribute chronograph, about 40 grand. We loving it.
Yeah, of
One of the
course.
most beautiful pieces ever. I mean, my
And
God.
that tone of the gold, the color is really pretty, and it's not. It doesn't look just like common rose gold. It's very. It's like a nice in between of yellow and rose gold. It's really pretty.
It's demure. It's the color is almost like slightly copper. It's just so it's
every
perfection.
different watch brand has a different rose gold depending on how much copper they add. Some add a little platinum for extra shine and to prevent that rose from eventually wearing away and going back to yellow, which can happen a lot with Rolex watches, by the way.
Interesting.
Older ones. And they'll if you see a rose gold in Audemars Piguet, it looks completely different to a Rolex. The newer Rolex ones have platinum. They have an extra shine in them, and it kind of holds it, which is maybe one reason why they call their rose gold ever rose. It will last forever. But you're right, Michaela. These are different tones. And this particular tone, it's hard to tell with photography. Obviously, the photography is going to be immaculate on their website. But yeah, I think this actual tone, it's just so subtle. It's not enough to even call it rose at all. Like there's barely, I think there's less copper in there and a bit more platinum. That's my guess. But what a smoke show of a piece. Woo.
Yeah,
This is the movement.
I mean, that would make great art, by the way. That blown up framed would be perfect.
Oh, that on the wall.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. You could print that like a huge.
Put that in your foyer when people come to your penthouse.
Right. Stunning. And his wife looked beautiful as well. She looked very elegant the last time. We were all
she's a classy lady.
Very, very classy. I don't know what watch she was wearing, but gorgeous woman.
Yeah, Valentina.
She's been around for a while. I think he mentioned that she saved his ass.
She's the one that saved him from his life of addiction. From
himself.
Yeah.
Behind every great man is a woman rolling her eyes.
His speech was really good, and he's so lighthearted and he's so personable and unaffected by the whole thing. I think he was just his exuberance. It was a very honest acceptance speech, and I loved it. I thought it was good. He, regardless of his very strange burning down the house style jacket that he's got on.
Burning down the house. Yeah. It does look like a bit of a bad fit, honestly. Just it's a bit awkward, the layering.
This is a reference that only a few of you will get, but it looks a little Klaus Nomi, doesn't it, Ush?
Klaus Nomi, but I think your David Byrne reference is close enough.
Yeah.
He's giving himself shoulders there, big shoulders.
Yeah, they're big.
Have them.
Denver Carrington is mine now. It's very Joan Collins.
Let's move on over to Ryan. I loved him last night. I mean, the way he performed that song was the funnest part of the show. I was just like, this guy does not take himself seriously at all in any way. No. There's some stuff here somewhere of him wearing it because he has the pink on. The whole performance.
He was good. He sounded really good too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he sounded better than John Baptiste, who should never sing. Jesus, don't do that.
I missed that.
I actually love that pink suit on him with the pink gloves.
He's a cutie patootie.
He's just adorable, and he can pull it off. And,
funnier than heck. Guy's hilarious.
I did watch the Barbie movie. His character was really funny. I was mesmerized by Margot Robbie, but the movie in general, I know it was supposed to be like really lighthearted and also super deep. I just don't think it happened. I just don't think it was. It wasn't all that. I think a lot of people were irritated that Greta, whoever her last name is, didn't win an Oscar for that. Gerwig. Yeah, there we go. They were upset that she didn't win anything for herself.
She wasn't even nominated.
Yeah, just look online. People are mad. The Barbie fans are mad because she deserves it. 'Cause Barbie.
I think that's true of Bradley Cooper too. I think people are jealous of that guy's artistry. And I think that's why they decided to say that Maestro was an Oscar bait film, which is my reckoning is, does a guy really spend 6 years researching, getting to know a family, learning how to conduct Mahler to do that because he wants an Oscar? It's ludicrous. Do you know it was what he did in the finale of that film, none of us could do. Maybe Oshin could do it because he's had a lot of experience with orchestras. But
well, I could conduct better than he wasn't really conducting. He was acting as the conductor, but he was adding extra beats to the bars and stuff. I was like, you know who saved that performance? If you watch it again in the LSO, it's the concert master guy up front.
Yeah.
You see him go real high with his bow, really high in the air, goes down beat because he knows they're all watching him and not watching Bradley. You know, and that's usually what a concert master does when there's a weak conductor. But hey, he kind of got close to it. He didn't make an idiot of himself, and he got all the extra big motions that Lenny used to do.
Yeah,
Graham or $5. I have the 38-4-25-20 Reverso, which has the same gold. It's very light, borderline yellow in some lights, but kind of like a pale yellow, right, Graham? Like not a deep urine yellow for want of
urine.
It's a nice way to put it.
For want of well, what happens with my sub is in the evening light or in the morning light, it's so stunningly gorgeous. But if I walk into like a public restroom where there's these bright fluorescent lights, it's not a handsome looking watch. The yellow gets very urine looking. It just depends what light it's in. Gold is weird. Gold, platinum, and white gold, they behave odd. They reflect light in an odd way. But that's an interesting watch that you've got there, Graham. Well done. And thanks for the super chat. Let's go back to what did he wear? Oh, yes, he wore this rare tag. Heuer. Yeah, this thing.
Crushed diamonds.
Yeah, the plasma. D'avant-garde piece. Wow.
It's a great looking, simple watch. Great lugs. Beautiful lug design.
Well, yeah, that's the Carrera, man.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
You
can get that design for much cheaper. It's, of course, got a pink diamond there in the center. And
that's so cute.
Ring, so to match up with the whole thing. Let me see if I have more photos of this.
Is he a Tag Heuer ambassador?
I don't think so.
Well, he should be then with that move. Because where did he get that piece? Surely it came from them.
Yeah, I guess maybe he is. I should know that, shouldn't I?
Well, I
mean, it's a nice piece. You know, I'm digging it. Where's the Hodinkee article?
I should have looked it up and said, well, you know, he's a Tag Heuer ambassador.
Right, exactly. You could use the keyboard in front of you instead of throwing it on me.
Yeah.
It matches up with his trim there. I don't know what's going on with this suit. I know the pink suit is hilarious.
It's very Liza. You know, welcome, bienvenue. It's very cabaret, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's very
there's a lot of guys doing this low button thing here.
Have some hair on your chest if you're going to do that, though.
Like The Rock did it as well. He had you know, he's got these big muscles under there, and he's showing off the kind of lines. Does he have big muscles? No, The Rock. The Rock is.
Oh, The Rock. Oh, John Cena was naked on stage last night. And that guy's ripped.
That's right.
Oh, the holy heavens.
Sure. The watch looks great on it.
It's cool.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, and it really goes well with the sparkly trim. It looks like little individual beads. Those are little beads. Pretty. Super cute.
Yeah, he's adorable. But
he just pulls it off because he looks good. So it's hard
open shirts. If you're a man, you should have a hairy chest, and if you're a girl, you should have breasts. That's all I can say. If you're gonna have an open shirt like that, because what are we looking at? Nothing.
Yeah.
Pasty.
Yeah.
Next in line is Matthew McConaughey, but don't forget. Let me remove this because once Dirk sees an image, he immediately starts commenting on it. It's the wrong person. To get ahead, I have to get ahead here. Back. This guy. I don't know why that's
welcome, bienvenue. That's gonna be stuck in my head. Oh, Jesus!
Did you hear that music coming through?
No.
Okay, good.
This was actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't dislike it.
No, I don't either.
It's the Bugatti, yeah, or one of the Bugattis.
By Jacob
from
and Company.
Jacob and Co. I have a link here somewhere. Sorry,
He had to do it anyway, even if I tried to set the standard.
What do you mean?
The code thing drives me bananas.
Oh, sorry.
It's just short for company. People are saying and Co. Tiffany and Co.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Co.
sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah,
Jacob and Company.
Pet
Yeah, it
peeve.
feels wrong saying and Co.
Everybody's
Co.
saying it though. The whole world is doing it. Doesn't he look almost like he's in Grand Theft Auto? He almost looks like a character from Rockstar Games.
Mhm.
I'm not into his kind of half beard thing. going
No,
on.
because he can't grow facial hair, so he
It's
just has
messy
this.
looking.
Yeah, you know, it's
It doesn't
peach
look
fuzz.
Too bad there, but
No.
then
Yeah,
that's
I
weird.
see.
That's
Yeah,
the
it's kind of
beard of a
patchy.
former woman.
Oh goodness. Why is that so true? Why is it so disgusting? Anyway,
It just looks
another
weird.
time.
Looks creepy. He's
I
a
know,
really
it
great
does.
actor, though. I'll give him that. He's a
Yeah.
terrific actor.
Oh, sure, yeah.
He's great. He really is.
He
And
looks
listen,
cool. He
this
looks
is
cool.
a very interesting ensemble. Not my taste in any way, shape, or form. However, I love the color. I don't think I like the black juxtaposition of those very wide peak lapels.
Mhm.
Because they start in this. They start here instead of all the way back.
Yeah, it should have
So
gone all
it's
the
just
way.
a little bit like, what is it?
Yeah,
like,
it
is
looks
it
a little
not
penguiny,
right?
yeah. But the tie is perfect. That's a bow tie. When I think of bow ties, I think of Hugh Hefner's Penthouse, 1960s Playboy Club, you know, James Bond, Sean Connery. That's a bow tie. Any
Mhm.
other iteration is just a ridiculous play on the theme because that is perfection. Could be a little tighter though. It's a little loose. It's a
I see
little.
the
It's a
gap.
little.
I see
It's
the
a
gap.
little. Yeah, it's a little off.
He might
the
have been
collar.
choking because
It's
of
a
all
little off
the.
the collar, but which just tells you that it's a real bow tie because a lot of guys do use clip-ons. They do. Color's weird.
Yeah, what color is that?
It's like a kind of like
That's some sort of deep maroon or
It's
something.
it's like a deep maroon, but it's like brown with just red undertones.
it's very
I
brown,
like the color.
brown red. Yeah,
Sue me, I like the color.
I don't dislike the
like the
color.
color.
I just dislike how they juxtaposed it with the very black sateen half. Like you said, the collar is a different color than the lapel. It looks so weird.
That is a bit odd. That is what, in my opinion, unless it's some kind of traditional style, which I don't think so, it is trying to make it a little more fashiony and fun.
Yeah,
But the rest
yeah.
of the suit, it's such a classic looking suit from what I'm seeing.
It's beautifully
So
fit.
it's weird to have that little like oddity, but
Listen, Matthew's a guy with incredible physique. He's in great shape. Clothes look great on him. You could put a paper bag. Everything looks like a showroom on him. He's got a nice little waistcoat, perfectly tailored. I can't see any problems with the tailoring on this ensemble at all. Haven't seen the pants though, but I'm imagining it right. Of course, there's a god right after that.
I told you once he sees the
Sheena's
image,
so right. He's so
I
right.
have to be
We
careful.
need to-
Yeah.
The second
like
you see some
hard left. Let's take a look
love it
at
though.
the watch
Mhm.
here. This is the G and Bugatti. That was the name of it. Let me refresh this page because it builds the whole thing in slowly. Let me see. There you go. Look, it puts all the pieces
so
together.
cool.
Listen, I'm not a big Jacob and Company fan, but this one I wouldn't say no to this. You know, I hate all that fucking astronomia shit that they make. Like it's unwearable. This is a wearable watch. It's a big one, but it's wearable. Not sure about Bugatti there in the center, but then again, I don't really give a shit about Bugatti, so maybe that's why.
I feel like it's very elegant looking for them. I'm surprised for Jacob and Co. Jacob and Company. It's very elegant looking for them, and I like it. I'm surprised. The more I look at it, the more I like it. I love the blue strap. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. The blue is different than the little second hand. How do you read the time in this? I don't know how they figure that out there. What's going on here, kids?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Do we use those little things around the edge there, the rehot sloping down? What's going on? Are they minutes? Who knows? It's very confusing. But a big sexy piece of gold, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to your
It's
god.
interesting looking though.
There he is.
Perfection in crème Francais, that beautiful smoking jacket with the shawl lapel, the perfect bow tie, and the absolute most perfect shirt. Crisp, perfect black slacks. Rod, haircut, tan. Look at his beautiful tan. Merker looks incredible.
Mm-hmm.
He was rocking the
He
Le
was
Mans.
wearing this beautiful. Yeah, he had the Le Mans. She was
Yeah.
wearing this beautiful
Look at that.
day date, just smothered in diamonds. I mean, absolutely stunning piece. Gorgeous couple. She's
They
really, really
are
pretty.
they are the icing on the, and by the way, that is a collaboration now. He has a new line of sunglasses with
Oh,
Oliver
yes.
Peoples.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
that's why he puts the shades on. His
Wow.
watch is terrific, but I
cool.
think hers stole the show.
Yeah, she had
He's-
that. Mhm.
Look at
Go
the
ahead, it's
length
okay.
of that jacket. It is perfect. Oh my God, it's tailored so perfectly. for
And why
him.
did he go for kind of a sheer white underneath? Are we seeing through that?
That's classic tuxedo. He's probably just really super tan. You know,
Mm.
it's just reflecting on that. Like James Bond in Casino Royale, when he's wearing that shirt, and the second it gets wet, it becomes invisible.
Mm.
Remember that shower scene?
Yes,
how
that's
could
right.
how could we forget?
That's a
How could we
Turnbull and
forget that
Asser
shower scene?
shirt. He wore Turnbull and Asser in Casino Royale. And that
Mhm.
shirt was, I own it. I bought one. It's beautiful.
How do you feel about
Good
this
choice.
get up, Mikilla?
I mean, he's bringing back classic Hollywood men's glamour. He looks amazing. He looks amazing. Like Dirk was pointing out, the details, the tan, the haircut. He's not looking scruffy and shabby. Not that scruffy's bad, but only if you can do it, right? Like we're talking about Matthew McConaughey's lack of a beard not really working, but yeah,
Get a
he
shave.
showed
Go
up.
to a barber. Get
He
a shave.
showed up and he looks gorgeous. Perfect.
This is a glamorous gentleman. He is a gentleman's gentleman. And, you know, from people we know who know him, Roger, you know, he's very good friends with Anna Wintour, who's obviously the editor of Vogue and one of the fashion icons of the last 100 years. She's just incredible. But Roger is famous for picking out his own stuff. He loves style. And I also found out that, you know, those watches aren't free. They'll get them for him, but he pays something for them. Rolex doesn't give out free watches. I did not know that.
Well,
That's
He's
really
got
rude
the
of
money,
them.
but look at this. Oy.
he's got the Le Mans on.
Eesh, God.
Yes.
Look at that.
I
got
mean, that
beautiful
is the
hands.
most,
My God.
that's the most sought after Rolex since it was released last year. This is a throwback to, of course, the famous race there and the Paul Newman style. And it has the orange 100 there on. These things resell for about 250 grand. And I mean, you're not getting one. They're impossible
That's
to get.
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you get the call for Le Mans. You're this guy or someone like him. Like,
Look at that tie.
nobody gets the call.
Blow up that tie so we can see how perfectly that's done. My God. The detail of that tie. That is the art of a bow tie right there. It could not be more perfect. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
very, very classy. Let's take another look at the Le Mans. Stunning watch. Again, forget about it. You
This
never
is
get
just
one
a
of these
Daytona.
things.
Well, this is the crazy one with the
Exhibition back.
exhibition back. But is it because it's so rare, or they just can't keep up with the demand, or what's the
No,
retail on it?
I mean, the retail I think is 60 or 80 or something. It's irrelevant what the retail is.
Right, I know, but it's just
As-
everybody wanted it instantaneously.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's when they release a model like this, they're not churning them out. They're not sending them out all over the place. Any AD would be lucky to get one in at all. And whoever they allocate it to better be someone important. There's one here in the window, or there was one in the Venice boutique.
really?
And I know it's going to the fucking manager of the Gritti Palace, or, you know, or it's going to someone important. It ain't being handed away to some shitwit who walks in. Absolutely not. That thing is allocated the second they got the call that they were getting one. And it's just one of those things. But of course, he's going to get it because he has his pick. of the
Sure.
lot. There you go. It's 54 grand in
Euros.
retail in euros. So it's probably around the same, about 55 in dollars. And just stunning. Like if you're gonna wear Rolex, he's the ambassador, right? If he's gonna wear Rolex, this is the most fuck you Rolex he could wear. This is even more than the Rainbow Daytona. This is the more like, I'm the fucking man. I have the
This,
line.
yeah, and that's the game.
No, this is beautiful.
This is the man's watch of this is. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh God, really? Does it loom up like that?
Mm-hmm. What's the loom on a Daytona? Subtle.
No, but oh God, it's just the way the photography. I thought there was some kind of other lighting going on there because it looks.
Yeah, it's coming. It's lighting up
It's
the
rehot.
crystal.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Crystal
It's lighting
and
up the
stuff
crystal.
like that. Yeah, yeah, that tends to
Beautiful.
happen.
I'd take one of those. And I don't even.
I
like
guess if
Daytonas.
you
I like
had
that.
to. If you had
If
to.
someone
back
twisted
is
your
exquisite.
arm,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the very first exhibition back ever by Rolex, right?
That and the other precious metal ones released last year. Let's move on to a female for a moment, just so we can chop and change. I mean, my crush on her is getting more and more intense. She had
This
this
is a
kind
good
of
look.
silver hair thing going on last night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just stunning. No watch to talk about, but I just figured I'd
That's a
pull up
shame.
the style. There's a thing going around as well. I noticed.
Yes. I know what you're gonna
With
say.
these high shoulders raised above, floating above
Mhm.
the neckline.
That would be so uncomfortable just to sense that hovering over you. It's
Obviously,
like a
it's some
bra
kind of
strap that's
yeah.
falling down. That kind of, not that you guys would get that, but not a good
We do.
feeling.
Some metal
We do
piping
get it.
obviously involved in these outfits because Emily Blunt was wearing. They look a
Yes.
little bit like Ace Frehley from Kiss because it looks a little space age. You
Yeah,
know?
I thought maybe is it a Dune thing for Dune?
Oh, maybe it is.
Possibly. That's a good observation. That I'm assuming that's a Bulgari necklace. That is
Yes,
so
it
cool.
definitely
is.
That is cool, and that looks good on her.
She looks like a smoke show. She's a
Yeah.
girl with a little bit of a boy's body. No offense
Yes,
to you,
that's
but
true.
she does. She
That's
got a little
true.
bit. She's built like Pink. I think I've said that before, but she
Right.
really
It's
knows how to
stocky.
play to her strengths. She
Yeah.
really does.
It's just the fucking confidence she carries it with, and those eyes. I mean,
Oh my God.
Jesus,
This is a
I
good.
wouldn't be able to look at her. You know,
Oh, you would.
it'd be fucking distracting. Also, does anybody notice the way she lets her eyebrows get a little bit messy?
It's
Like her
cute.
eyebrows are a little. There's it's not all perfectly groomed. Like it's a little furry or foresty up there. Is
Kind of
that a
There's
Madonna
a-
1985, right?
Yeah, there's a trend for laminating brows, but really women are intentionally brushing their brows up to look more like that.
to
I
give it
can't-
that kind of wild look?
Yeah, some can pull it off, some can't, and I don't think she's actually doing that. She just naturally has nice full brows, and it looks good because it's natural. It's not been messed with too much.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I like a strong brow.
Look at
Mhm.
Michaela's brow. But put her on the screen. Your
Mhm.
your eyebrows are absolute perfection,
Thank
lady.
you. Oh, thank you.
Wow.
It's my pride and joy.
They are. I mean,
Brows have always been my thing, but
they're
I appreciate
beautiful.
it, Dirk.
That's
Thank
that's
you.
the perfect brow.
I humbly accept your compliment.
Now, if guys could just get their act together and stop looking like they're at the Jersey Shore, there's nothing worse than these gentlemen with these
stop it.
"Hello, madam," these surprised little. They have like the big arch, and it's so effeminate. I mean, just
I swear.
manicure
no.
your brows and leave it alone. Just manicure them so they're not
Not
wild.
too much though. Not too
You don't
much.
want to look
yeah.
like an old Jewish optometrist who's like, okay,
An
let's
old
take a
Jew-
look.
Do I look like an old Jewish optometrist?
No, your eyebrows look cool, man. You got
They're
Sean
not
Connery
over-
eyebrows.
They're not
Nah, they're
overly
great,
plucked.
man. Your
No.
brows are great. Those are one of your best features, man.
Every now and then,
You
I get
find a
little,
crazy one, right?
Yeah, get a little crazy one. I cut it off.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
only
just-
started happening now in the past few years.
Just take a
Yeah.
comb, the comb that has the wider bristles on one end and the thinner on the other. Just
Yes.
comb your brows and then trim them, and just that's all you need to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't get them waxed.
I have brothers, okay? I helped them for years.
Yeah. She looks gorgeous. It's beautiful. That metallic, what is that? A metallic applique? Looks like
In what?
her bodice there.
I don't know. It's odd. Be nice if there was some full body stuff anywhere. No, that's from last time. Again, it's about the eyes in this woman. You know what it is, as well as the symmetry in her face. You could take a mirror and put it like halfway, and it would look like the same person. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of us don't have that symmetry.
Right.
One person who does not have symmetry is Ryan Gosling. He's a hot guy, but actually one side of his face is totally different to the other side of his face.
Wow.
This woman is one half of the face duplicated and reversed on the other side. I've never seen symmetry in a face like that. It's incredible. And I love the look of this. It's not coming out there. It looks a bit more blonde, but last night, the shots of her, this looks like silver. Like she had it colored like a silver. And there was something so strong and goddess-like about it.
She got it toned probably to go from the warmer blonde to this ashy
blonde,
platinum blonde. Yeah. And it's perfect with her look. Perfect.
Yeah,
It suits it well.
styled.
The way it's styled is really nice. The way it frames her face is just delicious. That's my problem, is sometimes because she has a whiter face. Okay, it's not my problem. I'm sorry. That sounds so ridiculous, but she has but not in a bad way. She's got like you're saying, it's a very symmetrical, beautiful face. But when her hair is too tight back or too short, I think that she loses a little bit of her look. When this hair is like caressing and falling in the right places to frame her beautiful face. So it's a good look, is what I'm trying to say. But like, I don't like that last hair as much. Yeah.
She's got a face that could be on a coin. It's that perfect.
Right. Oh my God, that's the truest thing I've ever heard.
Holding a torch.
Coin. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's
like
great.
some sort of emblem for some new world order.
Right. That's what she looks like. Or some historical empress, with with a crown and a torch. She'd look amazing. I mean, she's just that kind of face. It's so strong.
That's why they're casting her in this stuff, Dune and all of that.
Yeah.
I just found out that some of Dune was filmed nearby here in Treviso. One of the Carlos Scarpa houses. Was used in Treviso. Yeah, I've got to go up. You can go up for free. You can go check it out. Carlos Scarpa, they designed a lot of stuff.
Sure.
One of the great architects. Moving on to stage. What is this guy's name again? I can't remember now. Well, it's gone out of my head. Sorry, I have to gather all my links together. Simu Liu. And he was wearing, I believe this is Fendi. And he had this crazy Jacob and Company watch on, which is this thing. We'll get to it. It's kind of crazy. The world is yours. Was the name of a silly name, but whatever. What are we thinking about this kind of long, big coat with the brooch there? Or maybe he's naked underneath. How are we feeling
Michaela?
About that?
It's very, it's like a feminine look. Okay. Somehow not even the brooch. The brooch at the waist is very weird, but the thing is he's a very handsome guy. And so he could pretty much wear anything and just look good. But I'm going to say that the way that this jacket looks is like a female's oversized blazer that was trending. It's still trending, but it doesn't look very masculine to me.
He might have something on under it there that's just peeking out. But yeah, definitely with this massive size thing, it's like when a woman is running out of the rain and she's handed her fella hands her his blazer and she puts it on and it's way too big and it wraps around her like a duvet.
Isn't that the sexiest thing? And it's like a woman wearing a men's dress shirt. It's so incredibly sexy. This is not incredibly sexy. This looks like B. Arthur's bathrobe before she goes for shiatsu. This looks like something some high-end Asian hotel would have hanging outside the chamber of your massage room. What the fuck is he wearing? This is hideous. Wow. This is just, and then the brooch is like, what are we trying to accomplish? This is the Academy Awards. Put a fucking suit on. Wear a tie. There's either that or he looks like him and her. They look like that. They're skating in pairs in the next event. They look like they could be figure skaters.
Mm.
And then it's like, what the fuck is
The
this?
next event.
And then and now in the skating in pairs to Lady Gaga's poker face, here is Simu Liu. No. It's just the Oscars is not the place to experiment with something like this. The Oscars, you keep it formal, add a bit of color, your little individuality with your watch or your accessories, but don't wear B. Arthur's bathrobe. Come on. This is just, what is that? It's just ridiculous. She looks great. Amazing.
Let's have a look at her for a second. Yeah,
That's
nice,
incredible.
simple. Yeah, that's very elegant. I like that.
It's amazing.
And that's why it works, because it's an elegant evening gown for a formal
Mhm.
event. And
Mhm.
she got it right. And also the way that those trousers on him are cropped up like that and kind of flare looking. I'm not saying they're flare, but they kind of look flare. That's not.
Yeah, they're very straight and flared out, and they look like the.
It makes his feet look
Ciroc
like
from the
looks
Vulcan
like he
ship.
has Chinese foot binding. Like his feet look so tiny now.
There's nothing
sorry,
worse
is
than
that
small
okay to
feet on
say?
a man. It's just the worst. There's
And I
nothing
doubt
worse.
that's even true. It's just the illusion the bad clothes gave
Yeah.
him.
How
Guys,
small is she? Because he looks like an already small fella because his head is enormous.
Yes.
I mean, unless he has the largest head on earth.
Yeah.
That's a 5'5" guy. Is
I
she
feel like-
4'9"? Like, what the fuck?
I feel like you're
cute as a
very
button,
scared
though.
of big heads. Oh, shit.
Hollywood big heads. All the boys have the big
Yeah.
heads, but because they
It's-
all those guys are 5'7" and they all weigh 135 pounds. So of
Michaela,
course
it's
their
my
heads
only
are
way.
big.
It's my only way to judge the size of these people because the
Mhm.
camera lies. You don't know how tall these different people are. You think someone's tall, and then you see the star in real life on Fifth Avenue, and you're like, "Holy shit, they're tiny," or vice versa, or whatever, reverse.
He's
So,
5'11".
Oh wow! So he just has an enormous head, and
got a
she's
big
5'3". Okay, got it. Okay,
I
never
love
mind.
this conversation.
As you were. Let's look at the watch for a second. Let's see it build. Ooh. Now that's a Jacob and Co. This is the dual time. It's a world timer kind of situation.
Yeah, I guess it is.
going
I mean,
on.
it's actually very pretty,
Look at this,
especially
website.
the one with all that
It's
Hebrew
sexy.
writing on it. It was great.
I like it. I like it's old fashioned looking. I like this design. View in 3D. Ooh, I never
Ooh.
go onto this website. I'm just never interested in this bunch at all. It's just
That's very beautifully applied. I gotta say, the colors are gorgeous.
yeah, that's gonna be gold right there. And I have a watch that has a planet like that made out in 24 karat gold by Sega Design. They sent it to me. Yeah. And it's nothing as detailed as that, but it's not far off. This is kind of sexy shit. Like, I guess you've got two clocks on the same watch. Pretty nice.
It looks good. Let's be honest. It looks good. It's very artistic and beautiful too.
Mhm.
Just gorgeous colors.
Mm-hmm.
I am surprised. I'm being surprised by this company this evening. By this this evening.
We'll never get past that. Okay, who else have I got lined up here? Oh yes, your favorite asshole in the world. This guy.
Ugh.
What's his fucking name again?
She hates him.
Glenn Powell.
Glenn, yeah.
Glenn Powell.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if I hate him, but I just don't. I don't respect him for no good reason. I don't know what it is.
He just looks like the ultimate brotard.
He's just all American. Should be only in movies that are about like the military, army,
Right.
man with children back home, always just trying to get back to his wife and kids. That's the only role I could see him in.
Yeah, let me go look for his picture here. Oh, there's Tom Ford showed up in it as well.
There he is.
A lot of people, as usual, looking for actual stock photos of what people were wearing at these events is fucking impossible. But anyway, he was wearing a Tag Heuer Monaco. Just a simple one.
Well, he's coming up. He's not one of the biggest stars in the world. He's new.
Mm-hmm.
People are just getting to know that name after the Maverick Top Gun.
Yeah,
He's a good-looking, plain vanilla fella. That's what he is. He's very plain vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
those-
think that
Mm-hmm.
I like threatened physical violence last time against his face, like
You
punching
did.
it. I didn't mean it. I just
The
want to
tie
like
is hideous.
I didn't mean it.
Oh, you did. Own it.
I've never punched someone in their face in my life, so I wouldn't start with him.
Yeah. I don't like his floppy tie, his flaccid bow tie. And I know I'm really
when you put it
scared that
like
this is
that.
Tom Ford because those glasses are definitely Tom, and I hate them because they look droopy, and they would look great on an old editor from the New Yorker magazine. Come, we'll meet you at Cafe des Artistes, and we'll go over. We'll have some champagne. It looks very old school New York, old lady. Those glasses should not be on a man.
I agree. I would never wear those.
They're horrifying. And the tie is very flaccid. I mean, that is a very, this now looks like Taco. Remember Taco? Putting on the Ritz. That's what that looks like to me. Cruising down the avenue.
Is that a leather lapel?
No, I think it's just really kind of very, very, very stiff satin that's probably attached. It's sewn in.
Very shiny.
Yeah, it's very strange looking.
That's it
might be
shiny.
leather. Is it actually the suit is velvet, isn't it?
It looks like velvet, yes.
Huh.
It's a very shiny lapel. And I'm going to say it. I like the Monaco, but I don't think it suits his getup here at all.
Not at all.
You're right.
I don't
And
think
the glasses
really...
are random. The watch and the glasses are both random. It doesn't it doesn't go together.
And that tie needs Viagra in the worst way.
Now, if you're going to do staccato, right? If you do staccato, that's a lesser known Italian phrase because everybody knows sprezzatura, right? But the staccare is to make some.
Everybody knows staccato, don't they?
Do they in style?
So. Oh, in style. Oh no, maybe.
Well, staccato music, of course,
Yeah,
if you know staff notation. But staccato in style is to take something and separate it from everything. Staccare is to separate, right? To pull away or separate. And that's when you do it with accessories quite often, or a tie, or you do something that's completely, off topic and something separate that can be observed separately and maybe doesn't match with anything. But if you're going to do staccato, you have to lean in. It can't be a subtle staccato. So that's not even getting there. That's just the wrong watch in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's what I think. So there.
That's
Moving
a good
on.
assessment.
Well said.
This is all John Cena wore. I mean, after they put a
this
robe
is
on
more.
He had a Rolex
This is
on.
more.
He had a Rolex. Yeah, that's the Explorer 2. Yeah, he put the robe on him there, but he walked out essentially completely naked with a Rolex watch on. Do we hate him now? Was it crass?
No, it wasn't crass. It was actually very funny. It was a bit. They were doing a bit. It was fine. And he's a very playful,
he was
fun
fully
guy.
nude.
He was fully nude. But
I'm
you know
just
what?
saying,
When
like,
you look
a
like
bit
that,
is
you
a
can
bit.
be.
I know a bit is a bit, but fully nude. I know he was wearing a loincloth, a nude loincloth.
Sure he was.
But fully nude at the Oscars, it's just, I feel like we're taking jokes and that kind of stuff too far because everyone's so desensitized to nudity. Like on Instagram, I'm scrolling past like nudity all the time that I don't even follow.
Don't they have the terms of service that you can't do that?
No, sure they do. Sure they do.
Jesus.
Sure they do, but it doesn't stop people from getting away with so much stuff. But I'm just saying that was, in my opinion, just a little too much. It was just a little too much. If he was wearing something ridiculous like a swimsuit or I don't know, just like not fully nude. I know it's not a family show. I'm not saying that, but I just think, yeah, it's a little bit like, well, there nothing else? There's nothing else.
The whole joke,
we have nothing else, so let's just be fully nude. Okay.
Yeah, I missed the part, but I assumed the joke because he was presenting for costume design, correct? So I suppose the idea was like, without the great costume designers, where would we be? We'd be here in our birthday suit. Is that the joke?
Yes.
No? Yes.
That is the joke.
Yeah, I figured it was something like that. Fairly standard humor. As for the watch, I own that watch. I love that watch. Very cool, rock solid, a tool. Rolex may be the last untouched of the Rolex catalog. You know,
That's true,
a
isn't
no
it?
date sub is also a purist tool watch, and a Sea Dweller in steel, and the Explorer One. However, all of the watches that I just mentioned also come in two-tone and various different gold versions and blinged up versions. This watch, no one ever went near it, other than making it larger, which to me is not the same kind of thing. This is the original tool watch. I made a big video about it being the final Rolex. If people in the audience haven't seen it yet, go and see it. Respect. This is a cool watch. He's not looking for attention with this watch. He's not trying to outbling anyone at the show. This is just a rock solid tool Rolex. Looks good on his big, huge wrist as well, because it's 42 mils. So yeah, baby.
Yeah, it looks great on him.
Who else have we got? Oh yes, we have Ke Hui Kwan. I can never say his name right. He had this this new line of where are they? I think I have a thing here of the Santos, the Dumont skeleton.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
With the micro rotor. Isn't that crazy looking?
That's crazy. Yeah, look
What
at
do you
that.
think of this watch?
I don't like it. I'm not a big Santos guy to begin with.
Yeah,
and it looks a little it looks should be lady sizes only, and it'd be great on a lady. I don't think a man should wear that.
What do you
I
think?
think it's very manly at all.
It strays a little too far from the more traditional look I prefer with watches for my personal taste.
Mm-hmm.
Is it interesting to look at? Yeah, of course, but it's not my favorite. Yeah, it's not my favorite.
It's a feat of engineering, obviously, but
I find it a little hard to read. That always annoys me. With
sure, that's even
watches.
worse.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's very muted. That looks like a black and white image. Except
it does. It looks like somebody pulled all the saturation out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about Santos. I definitely don't like them in two-tone. When they have that bezel there in gold and the rest in steel, it just clashes too much.
Yeah, you're right. Completely. The two-tone is weird.
And they have this kind of blue trim going on here. Look.
Yeah, it looks very Chip and Dale. Yeah, it looks like, your granny's tea service. Or something you'd find in Hyacinth Bouquet's drawing room.
Is this the This is the micro rotor. That's crazy looking.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like an old biplane or something from above.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. I'm trying to guess.
Don't know what that is. It's weird. It's off-putting.
Anya Taylor-Joy. This is not what she showed up in. Actually, this is how she dressed last night. Ooh, it was stunning. Dior. It's an amazing Dior dress. She wore a very interesting JLC watch. We'll get to that in a second. How do you guys feel about this?
She looks like a beautiful chandelier mermaid. Love it.
I was going to say, she looks like a beautiful mermaid princess.
Yes, with her gorgeous flowing blonde hair and everything.
She actually looks very like she just stepped out of a Vermeer painting with her beautiful alabaster skin and her perfect hair. I mean, it's just, if you're going to wear your hair straight, it should look like that. It's gorgeous.
Behind the ear.
Yeah, it just looks so sexy. She's got those wide set eyes. Just makes her look like a doe. You can see the beautiful earrings, etc. That dress is a tour de force. It's incredible.
You're being very complimentary, calling her a doe, because she was slagged a lot in school for looking like
idiots.
A fish.
People are stupid. That's what these guys are dum-dums.
People said she looked like a fish.
Now look at that. Her wide set eyes are extremely sensual.
Yeah, I'm surprised how some actresses are so targeted for having wide eyes and called ugly and made fun of, like what's her name, Hal something, that played the mermaid, Little Mermaid. Not only was she attacked for every single thing else, poor thing, she's attacked for her wide set eyes, but they're absolutely beautiful in my opinion. So I don't understand. I just don't look at it that way. I guess I don't look at it as like a fish. To me, that's like, you're like an angel creature I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like a
she's-
cartoon. Like her eyes are so
Yeah.
Yeah,
large
she looks like
for her
AI.
face. Yeah.
Hmm.
Stunning. Ooh, I like that makeup on her eyes. That's nice.
Wow, she looks like a different person.
She's
Wow.
sexy. Oh, is that smoky eye? Is that what that's called?
Smoky eye is usually when you put like a combination of coal and a metallic, and you kind of smush it and make it look, like you've been drinking and taking the walk of shame. It's supposed to be
this
the
this is a smoky eye though. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right.
I like
Also,
that.
it's supposed to be a little bit messy,
a little bit.
and
more.
this is actually, if you look at it, it's a little messy.
Mm-hmm. I think that's sexy. I like it. Anyway,
Sure.
she was wearing the same watch as she wore recently. This was the Dune event in London, I believe, or in New York, and she's wearing this 101 Rene, the solid gold adorned in diamonds, extremely tiny dialed. Gigi Lecoultre. Beautiful, elegant,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
gorgeous. Here it is at Harrods. No price. Price and application.
not.
White gold, diamond, Riverie 101, Rene. 18 karat gold. Let's take a look at it. Yes. I mean, super elegance, right?
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's a piece of jewelry, gorgeous
it's
piece of jewelry.
Gorgeous jewelry. Look at that.
And it just makes it even cooler that it's Gigi Lecoultre, honestly. That's just cool. And obviously we know that she's an ambassador, right? So, but this is the perfect, especially for that weird ethereal look that we were looking at with the hooded look. I'm
Yeah, that
assuming
was
that's because
beautiful.
of the Dune films too she's
Yeah.
in.
Yes,
But
this
I
one,
couldn't see a better watch by them on her wrist to go with that outfit, really. So
Yeah, it's a bracelet with a tiny watch built in. I'm always
Crazy.
fascinated by those kind of pieces.
They used to be big in the 50s, 40s, and 50s, and all the jewelers, Van Cleef, Harry Winston, they all did it. They collabed with real watchmakers, and they'd have these beautiful bracelets and all kinds of things. My mom had one. I don't remember what brand it was, but she had one. It was tiny, tiny gold bracelet that had a tiny little watch face on it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask my sister what it was. I don't remember.
Anyway, she looks stunning. Everyone looked really good last night.
Yeah,
I can't
for
think
the
of
most
anyone who showed up like looking really, really bad. They were experimental at all the other shows, but I guess they got their A game on for last night, guys. That's our show. I've got to get back to editing. It's actually an hour earlier here. I'm in a different moment in time right now.
Yeah,
I
because
had to-
we did daylight and you didn't.
How long before we do it? Is it like a week or two? Am
Yeah, it's
I
like
gonna
a
be
week.
in the twilight
I
zone
think
now
it's a
for
week.
Wow. It's gonna
I want to show a picture.
watch your back
honorable
when you're
mention.
walking.
honorable mention. Let's
Can
go.
I do an honorable mention?
Please.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Did you get it? Oh, what happened? I didn't do
It
that.
came up. It came up, and then
Did
it
you see who it
disappeared.
was?
Yeah, it was Selma.
Oh, my God.
Why
Just
did it
like-
disappear?
I don't know. It just actually disappeared from my whole thing. That's so
It's
strange.
these fashion channels on.
Oh, there it
online.
is. There it is. Is it? Yeah, that's what it did. It closed.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll bring
They're
this
so
up real
annoying.
quick. Why would they do that? I'm on the actual Vanity Fair site.
Oh man, it's not fun. It's not for the weak-hearted.
There it is. I mean, she looks like it's the most statue. She's a tiny girl, but her body in that dress is out freaking outrageous.
Yeah,
And
they
she's-
just poured liquid silver on her.
They
and
poured
it's set.
liquid silver on her.
And it just set. It's
Look at
beautiful.
that one sleeve. Look at that cut. Look at the sheer on the top. Absolutely. I saw this. I went, this girl just gets better and better and better.
Better. Yeah, I actually think she's more attractive now
Oh, yeah. She's
than
just-
from dusk till dawn. That was when she blew onto the scene. She's fucking 55 years old. Look at this woman. Oh my
Look
god.
at that figure on her. My Jesus.
Can you zoom it at all and pinch and zoom or do any
I
of
don't
that
think I can.
loveliness? No.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, she's stunning. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I just
With the hips on her, she's an
Shouldn't have.
hourglass.
look at her. She didn't have a watch on, but I thought she was too beautiful not to mention. 'cause
That's the hottest woman in the world right now. I just did a Dirk when I saw a new face come up. I did a hard left.
yeah,
That's the
fine.
most stunning creature I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
Who is she?
Kendall Jenner. Yeah.
Kendall Jenner.
Oh,
she's
that's
5
right.
foot. She's 5'11" as well.
It's
which
hard.
is-
It's hard. It's hard. She is just people can say all they want about the Kardashians. No one can say anything about Kendall Jenner's face.
Is that real?
Let's not even
this
talk
face?
about her body. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kendall Jenner. No,
The
she's
whole
had
package.
work done. No, she's had work done, but it's the right kind of work.
Yeah, okay.
They just tweaked things ever so slightly. She's stunning with and without makeup. She's a 10.
Oh yeah, she's a 10, beyond belief. It's like painful to look at. I know she's probably an asshole. She's probably a pain in the ass. Actually, I have a better shot of her here that I can share over. There you go.
Wow.
I don't like the loincloth, but
It's
everything
weird.
else is great. That's been a thing, is a lot of focus on people's like crotch areas in fashion at these award shows. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that, but everything else.
That should be illegal. Everything I'm looking at right there. It's stunning.
Imagine
again,
being
she's-
born into that family,
I know.
having that much money, and also being 5'11" with a supermodel body type. Can you just imagine how lucky
I know the rest of them are all
you
tiny
Jeez.
next to her. For
Yeah,
some reason,
like-
she got the tall gene.
Like,
Well, her
God,
father,
good for
they're
her.
they're all little hairy Armenian girls, and her father is a decathlon gold
Right.
medalist.
Right.
You know, it's different.
She is.
Mm.
She is a decathlon gold medalist. Dirk.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
See, because we're correcting one another.
But they have to. Well, no, he is, because he would have had to have competed in the women's. Right?
Oh, that's right, to be the she.
Yeah.
I get confused.
I don't.
I
don't
wonder
know.
why.
Who cares?
Why would you get confused?
Yes. Who cares? Who cares?
John Doe agrees with me. I mean, it's
Of course
just
you do.
not even funny. She could be all the asshole she wanted to be. I'd forgive her every day.
She is a stunning beauty, willowy beauty. Indeed.
Okay, guys, good show, good fun.
Great show. Thanks,
I'm gonna
everyone.
get back to work. That was fun. Let's see the wrists one more time. Dirkus Maximus. It's looking more and more handsome on you
Thank you.
as you live into that watch, man.
I do live into it. It's still got the tape on the back.
still babying it.
Yeah.
You're funny.
It's time
I'm
for
still
news.
doing this, puppy. Hey,
Looking
let me
great.
do another
Best
loom.
watch ever on the sheet.
Really?
Yeah, it suits you like
Even
this
better
makeup.
than the APs and
Dude, that just suits you. It's the perfect size, the strap, everything about it is perfect.
she's beautiful and she's shiny.
Shiny.
Let's see it, Michaela. Let's see that Omega.
The Mega Seamaster.
How do you find the strap? Do you find it to be, because those straps don't taper at all? They're the same width all the way
It's
around.
so comfortable. I'm
Right.
surprised. It's
Yeah,
very
they are
comfortable.
comfortable. The 5-link bracelets.
And so
Yeah, it's
smooth,
really
right?
light.
There's no pinching of hair or anything
No,
like that.
no.
Yeah.
It's really smooth. Feels like
Mhm.
nothing. If I
we
wear it
have
for
the hairy
hours.
wrists, not Michaela.
Yeah, of course. There's no pinching of skin, is what I mean.
No. I mean, when I wear it for hours, I don't even notice it. You know, like a lot of my watches, when I take them off, I'm like relieved a little bit after hours. This one is just light. Really like it. It's a
Gorgeous. We love
simple, pretty little thing. I'm glad it's in my collection.
it too. Everybody loves a Seamaster.
Absolutely. Guys, subscribe to Michaela's channel. Do we have it up there? Oh, we do. There it is. Michaela de Chatillon. Go over and check out Michaela's channel. She just put out a brilliant episode on Seiko watches yesterday, which you guys have to see. All the watch fans, all the Seiko fans have got to check it out. She goes into the history of Seiko and why she loves Seiko. Are they all the Seikos in your home? Are they like Eric Seikos that you were showing? Or
Some of them are actually, they're mainly all his. One of them was mine. Just one.
Ooh.
But I
Nice.
thought, why not show beautiful Seikos that I have with me?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great
Loved it.
show.
It was a
Well
great
done.
show.
Good job.
Thank you so much. That's
They're
very
getting
kind.
better and better and better. All your shows as you go. You're really
you.
killing it, slaying it.
Thank you.
See you guys next week. Great show.
Good night,
fun.
everybody.